This is the Apollo Phantom, the game-changing 40-mile-an-hour light heavyweight electric scooter that we first reviewed in 2021. In this review, how our Phantom V2 is holding up 1,000 miles later, exclusive insight on the new V3, and how Apollo's upgrade paths make the Phantom the world's most future-proof electric scooter. Don't forget to use our exclusive discount code and the purchase link that you'll find in the video's description. When Apollo launched the 52-volt Phantom in early 2021, it was a big leap forward and the most complete electric scooter design we'd seen, from the ergonomics and ride quality to the high-mounted headlight and full-featured display. It also came with a choice of hydraulic or cable-operated disc brakes, and right out of the box basically had everything you'd want in a high-performance electric scooter, with the possible exception of front turn signals. It wasn't just some scooter that Apollo bought and stuck their name on, but an in-house Apollo design, which is why virtually every part of the Phantom is unique to this scooter. Then Apollo surprised everyone when less than a year later they launched the Phantom V2 with a brighter display, smoother throttle, plug-and-play cabling, and a much stronger kickstand, among other improvements. So at this point, Phantom V1 owners are like, what the? But then Apollo gave all the V1 owners a free upgrade kit that included all of the most essential features of the V2 because they didn't want to penalize the early adopters. And then just recently came previews of the 2023 Phantom, aka V3, which we'll talk about towards the end of the video. But first, now that our V2 has over 1,000 miles, let's take a close look at how it's holding up. When we retested our V2's performance, we weren't surprised to find acceleration, top speed, and hill climb were all unchanged. On the other hand, we were surprised that braking performance didn't change, and here's why. After this many miles, most semi-metallic brake pads, like the ones on the V1, have lost some grip. The V2's ceramic pads, on the other hand, still feel and perform like new brakes, and are less prone to squeaking than the semi-metallics. Let's check out how the rest of our V2's build quality is holding up. The V2's display still looks good with only minor scratches. The folding mechanism and stems still get an A for lack of stem wobble after 1,000 miles. It's easy to use and safe, but not overly complicated like the VSET 10 Plus. We've also never lost the latch pin thanks to the V2's new tether. Pro tip, apply a spray of lithium grease here to keep the stem latch quiet and operating smoothly every couple months. The Phantom has the best feeling grips ever, but they tend to twist on long rides. Adding a small zip tie right here helps keep them in place. At 1,000 miles, the steel kickstand on the V2 still feels good. It's easy to kick with your heel and completely stable when parked. The aluminum side stand on the V1, not so much. Fortunately, all V2s come with the new steel side stand, and it's included in the V1 upgrade kit. Also new on the V2 are metal charge port covers to protect the charge ports from impact. 1,000 miles later, both covers are still here, though one of them clearly took a hit at some point. The charge port underneath is still perfect. Apollo has since switched to screw-on plastic covers for electrical safety. We're glad the key switch was deleted on the V2 and as part of the V1 upgrade kit, because turning on the scooter is faster without it, and the key switch on our V1 is sticky and feels like it's getting ready to fail. The new V2 throttle still feels good and gives a smoother response than the V1, but we recommend smoothing it out further by setting initial acceleration to 3 or 4, where 5 would be the maximum. So altogether, everything on our V2 is feeling fresh and tight at 1,000 miles, even the quad spring suspension. But let's see what some owners think. We surveyed 14 Phantom owners, and here are some of the things they like and don't like about their Phantoms. In the meantime, some other very good scooters have also hit the market. The Wolf Warrior X, with higher top speed but slightly heavier and with no IP rating. VSET 10 Plus, quicker acceleration but ergonomics aren't as good. Mantis V2, smoother throttle but dated display that could be brighter. So what's next? Apollo has just launched a new 60-volt Phantom V2. We expect it to have about the same 30-mile range as the 52-volt Phantom V2, but with 10% better acceleration, and top speed should go up from about 40 miles per hour to 43 miles per hour, matching the VSET 10 Plus. And then there's the recently announced Phantom V3. In the past, Apollo's made a few ultra-fast and ultra-expensive hand-built ludicrous mode scooters, the Apollo Pro Ludo and the Phantom Ludo prototype. The big news on the Phantom V3 is that every V3 comes with Ludo mode. What sets Apollo's Ludo versions apart is a seemingly impossible combination of crazy fast acceleration and silky smooth throttle. Apollo's Ludo scooters, including the V3, have another signature feature that no other 40 mph plus scooter has, and that's a variable regen lever on the left side handlebar. The V3 will also get front turn signals, a new display with Bluetooth connectivity, and will work with the same app as the Apollo City and the Apollo Air Pro, so you'll get navigation and remaining range. We reached out and interviewed one of Apollo's founders, Chris Ray, for more details. No pricing was available yet, but we learned that the 2023 model may not arrive until the end of the 2022 riding season. The good news is that there will be an upgrade kit that brings the Phantom V2s and even the Phantom V1s up to 2023 Phantom V3 specs. It won't be a free upgrade, but it will be sold at cost, which is the next best thing. After more than 1,000 miles of testing and daily use, the ergonomics and ride quality of the Phantom V2 still make it an ESG office favorite. This is the only scooter we've ever seen that's upgradable from first generation to second, and soon from first generation all the way to V3, making it by far the world's most future-proof scooter. If you like what we're making and you want to support us, please like this video and subscribe. You're definitely going to want to click the link to the left because our 2021 review of the Apollo Phantom V1 includes the world's only performance test of an early prototype Phantom Ludo. Or you can click here for all the details on what changed from V1 to V2 in our V2 upgrades video.